Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. Cam's full interview will be available on YouTube and all the other social media platforms. The Jets are trading Sauce Gardner to the Indianapolis Colts.
Wow.
Because the Colts need secondary help, and the Jets is the Jets. Sauce, welcome to town, brother.
Wow.
Okay, this defense that Lou Anarumo runs, D-Bud.
Yeah.
What will Sauce Gardner be able to do in this defense as you put your ears back on? Shout out to Cam Little for joining us. Full conversation with him will be available elsewhere. Sauce Gardner, you're going to love Indianapolis. You're going to love this place. We're going to love you. Lou Anarumo's defense with Sauce Gardner, what does this mean?
I mean, with everything that Lou does, as far as all the different things that he throws at offenses, when you have a chess piece like Sauce who could just go up and lock down a guy on either side of the field, who can lock up a number one receiver, I mean, it's going to be tremendous. I'm blown away by this trade just because of the amount of money that we've invested in the secondary already. This offseason is bringing over Cam Bynum, paying Mooney, all-pro Mooney, and now you have two, $25, $30 million cornerbacks on each side of the field when Mooney's healthy. So, I mean, this is unbelievable. This is completely different than what Chris Ballard has done in the past, but this is another sign that the big three, they're all in, and they want to win the championship, and they want to win it now.
Okay, so I sent a text this morning to the building, okay, and our source told us, I want to read the exact quote here. I said, you guys cooking today? ? Response I got was, buckle up. Okay. So there was a chance that this was going to be exciting. Now, NFL free agency deadline is always a lot of sizzle. Okay, a lot of sizzle, no steak.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk. But when push comes to shove to actually make the decision to send an all-pro out of the building and let somebody else reap the benefits of that, that's a huge push comes to shove moment that has to happen. The Jets moving on from Sauce. What does this mean for the New York Jets?
Just paid him.
Legit. And Aaron Glenn, defensive coach.
Former corner.
Yeah, so I am very – Coach B.A., what is your thoughts on why the Jets would make this move with Sauce, especially after they just paid him? And what do we think is – let's not even project what's in return because we will always be surprised by what is given. Colts are trading 2 first-round picks.
Holy shit.
Wait a minute. The hell?
Well, they're going to be –
Sauce, I'm pumped you're here. I am pumped you're here, Sauce. 2 first-round picks for a corner is so now we got our answer on why the Jets moved on.
Yeah.
Okay? Now we got our answer for why the Jets moved on. 2 first-round picks to the Jets for a corner in Sauce. Listen, Sauce, we're going to love you here, okay? We are very, very – and now the way you start looking at this, if you're the Colts, is our team is going to be a mature team. Okay, all of a sudden we got guys at basically every single spot. Our offensive line pretty much locked down, and we got them for a while. Wide receivers, we got a few years with all of them. On the defensive side, we signed a bunch of guys to a bunch of deals. We got people locked up for a while. So I guess you would look at the draft as a potential chance to supplement somebody, but really the way it's being viewed here clearly is like, we don't need the draft right now. We got guys. We got a team that can go. So let's add a piece that is elite to a defense that has to get better for us to go where we want to go in the Super Bowl. 2 first-rounders feels like a lot. Senior NFL insider for ESPN. Ladies and gentlemen, Shefty joins us. Shefty, good reporting, brother. We appreciate that. 2 first-rounders for Sauce Gardner. Was everybody or anybody else in the market for Sauce, or was it just the Colts? And did they have to get up 2 ones because that's what the Jets needed to let him out of the building?
Hey, we got Rashid Shaheed getting traded right now, too. That just came down. Hold on 1 second.
To where?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
I got a tweet.
Oh my God, we're going nuts here right now. Okay, hold on. So Sauce Gardner, 2 first-round picks.
We'll call you back. Do your thing. We'll call you back.
Great job.
We'll call you back. We appreciate you, Shefty. A lot going on here in the back of the minivan. Okay, a lot of service.
Love this.
2 ones, Coach VA. What is this message that's kind of being sent, you think, by both parties?
A great move for the Colts. The 2 ones are going to be from like 26 to 32.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like Sauce Gardner, he's worth this. To put your defense out there like this, I think it's a fantastic move by Chris Ballard and the Big Three. And again, that locker room's going to be jacked up coming to practice.
Yeah, I think so. And Sauce's vibes feel like should be great in our Indianapolis locker room, I think. Established culture.
Yeah.
And you talk about there's basically early second rounders here. 2 of them, though. Two twos for Sauce is still a massive trade.
Oh, yeah.
If that's how you view it, even though they're going to be late first, probably 32nd. Couple times.
Exactly.
If I had to guess with the way this Colts team, let's look at the standings right now. Yeah, Colts are winning the Super Bowl. So they got the 32nd pick for the next couple years. Way to go, Jets. Yeah, right. We pick up All-Pro Sauce Gardner. He's going to be all over the place. Do you think anybody else was in the market for Sauce? Did people know Sauce was on there? Or do you think this was a targeted attack from Chris Ballard? We'll offer up 2 ones. There's no way they'll be able to turn that down. They're in the middle of a shitstorm. They're trying to build this whole thing over. We take on a contract and they get 2 ones. This would be an easy sell. We can get them. Or do you think maybe Sauce was on the market a little bit and Chris Ballard caught wind and said, wait a second, I love some Sauce out here in Indianapolis?
I don't think anyone thought he was on the market. Like, this is why today can be awesome, because we hear all these names and it's, like it's guys that, aren't moving the needle like Sauce Gardner is. But you look at everything, like a lot of times, someone knows something, but I hadn't seen, the Jets have been talked about a bunch in terms of who they might be willing to give away. Jermaine Johnson, Breece Hall, guys like that. Sauce Gardner, you just assume, especially with the Aaron Glenn connection, him being a cornerback, like you assume that this guy was going to be a pillar of their defense for the next 10 years. So no, I think this is just a situation where Ballard looked at him. He said, you know what? I really like this guy and I want him.
And the big 3 said, I'm about to, Carly, writing her notes down, I'm about sick of watching this defense.
Yeah.
It's going right now. And we got a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Back there as well. So to your point about the big 3, they're taking on a big contract.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's more money out the door. Mm-hmm. So you got Carly, Kalen, and Casey saying, let's go try to win this Super Bowl here.
Early leaders of the trade deadline by a wide margin.
Oh, now we're talking, are they best owners in sports?
Hey.
Are they best owners in sports all of a sudden? I'm starting to wonder.
This is crazy. And the 2 first-round picks, obviously, that's crazy. I don't care if they're late first round. Those are still 2 first-round picks. In this climate, that's insane. But it also lets you know, in my opinion, how confident they are in Daniel Jones going forward. Because now I for 1,000% expect Daniel Jones to probably sign an extension before this season is over, because obviously this is going to be our quarterback of the future. We finally found this guy. And then going forward, so my mind is still blown because of the moves that they already made this offseason. But to BA's point, Sauce is the person that can come in the building and completely shift that needle on the defense, because if you looked at our defense, the one thing we are missing is kind of like that elite closer on the front end.
And ladies and gentlemen, joining us live from a chaotic car ride, Adam Schefter is back. Shefty? Oh, he's on.
So what's going on, guys?
Okay, who are you?
I love this.
There's a lot. There's more coming.
Okay, we'll call you back. How much money do we owe Sauce Gardner? Well, it's like 600 and some thousand for the rest of this particular season, and then it's 26.1 million for the next 5 years.
Okay.
So, because of what the Jets already picked up out of his $131.5 million contract, we owe him 26.1 mil for the next 5 years.
Wow.
And then only 625,000 for the rest of this year. Now, Jonathan Taylor needs a new deal, and Danny Dimes certainly needs a quarterback deal. Coach BA, we're spending a lot of money. We feel like we can go on a run. We give up, 2 first-rounders is a huge deal, plus a player, A.D. Mitchell. I don't think A.D. was going to – a fresh start for A.D. was really good.
Yes.
And let's not forget what happened right before that fumble. Like, that is what A.D. Mitchell is supposed to be. Like, that is he's a talented dude. Made some bonehead decisions, obviously, but he is a very – what was he, a second-round pick? We watched him play in the college playoff. Talented player, fresh start. I don't think the Jets are going to move him from Garrett Wilson, but who knows? Just pay him. I think this them
like you would know.
It's like them going all in for it, stacking up draft capital to go and get a quarterback to throw to Garrett Wilson and A.D. Mitchell and whoever else that they keep there. But we'll see.
Shefty, how you doing, bud? We only got one phone in our hand now. Feels like that wave is over. Are you okay as you gather your thoughts?
Well, I don't think we're done. But for now, there's a little lull for 2 minutes, Pat. 2 minutes, maybe.
Okay, tell me about Sauce Gardner to the Colts, please. We had you there for a second, then you picked up another phone, then you lost your mind. Can you please chit-chat a little bit about that play? And 2 firsts and A.D. Mitchell feels like a lot. Is that what was needed to get that deal done?
The Jets signed him to a 4-year, $120.4 million contract extension this summer. So clearly they were planning for him to be a part of the team. And in this particular case, I think when Micah Parsons gets traded for 2 ones and a player, that sort of sets the baseline for a team that's not necessarily looking to deal a cornerback. And obviously the Colts have been scouring the league looking for help in that area, looking for another cornerback, looking for defensive help. And I got a text there. Pat, you called me this morning and you said, are the Colts making a trade? I got a text from somebody in Indy that said, we need a 4-leaf clover. We need a little bit of luck to make this happen. So obviously they felt like the luck kicked in and they were able to get it done. Now the conversations between the Jets and the Colts have been going on for weeks.
Wow.
And they went until the trade deadline today. And obviously at noon or so, what time? 1:20. I don't remember what time this came down. Hour ago. The Jets felt comfortable to make this trade. The Colts felt comfortable to make the trade. The Jets now have 4 first-round draft picks the next 2 years. Look, they're going to be in the quarterback market. They're going to be a quarterback team in the next 2 years, whether that's this year or next year. But it looks like, in a way, they're kind of tearing some things down and rebuilding. And the Colts know that they have an opportunity in much the way the Commanders did it this time last year when they traded for Marshawn Lattimore and the Commanders went to the NFC Championship game. The Colts obviously view this as a window to take advantage of it. They have Daniel Jones on a friendly quarterback deal, and so they went ahead and they traded 2 ones to the Jets along with wide receiver A.D. Mitchell, who obviously had lost his place in Indy because of that fumble early in the season, and the Colts have other receivers as well. So Jets need receiver help. They trade for John Mechie last week. They trade for A.D. Mitchell this week, and they had 2 ones as well.
Okay, so A.D. Mitchell also threw a pick 6 last year and said that guy looked like Ed Reed. He threw it to. I mean, there's just a lot of things that did not go right for A.D. Mitchell.
Hey,
But
Pat,
go ahead.
you want to call me back in a few minutes here? I get calls coming in here.
Yep, you're the man, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure.
Hey, Chef D.
I don't have time.
2-minute lull.
I gave you all the information I have. Okay, now I'm going to go get more information. So if you could shut up, please, we can move along.